I tell y'all niggas good riddance to all associates. You point to the clock, cause while they smile in your face, behind your back they not. But that's what happen oftentimes when your mindset is limited. God made me powerful, God made me limitless.
Yeah, so it went the same way.
Soulja got him at first, the first five.
It wasn't even that really Soulja got him at first. Like, I told niggas it was going to be competitive for the first 8, 9, 10 rounds. And then once that 10th round hit and they moving on, Bow Wow gonna go up to his supply closet. He gonna be able to pull out that broom and just start sweeping bro out of here. I feel like that's what happened. Because Soulja Boy is great, right? He's, Soulja Boy is Soulja Boy, right? We ain't gotta really talk about who bro is, but Bow Wow is just, I'm not saying Bow Wow is incredible and his catalog is unbeatable, but
he got some shit.
He got more than enough shit.
Right.
So it was cool in the beginning. Like, Soulja Boy came out the gate playing Heat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, usually you
What that nigga was playing.
Like, that nigga, he played Donk, but then, like the fourth record he played was like Donk.
Oh, shit.
And that's a point for him. And that's a hitter, but that, you know what I mean? It's kind of early for that. So Bow Wow, he started playing with him a little bit. He started giving him some little Bow Wow shit, some little Bow Wow. You just don't know. So that shit, you know what I mean? Throwing some shit out, right? He played his little Like Mike soundtrack joints.
Yeah.
And then, to me, it was over when Bow Wow brought out JD and DeBrat.
Oh, he brought them niggas out.
Yeah,
That's
for that one. It was over.
Right.
It was done with. To me, like, it was just, all right, now it's the Bow Wow show.
Right.
It was just,
and then you could do Soulja Sorry.
It's nothing you can do.
And then you could do
because like, I told the nigga at work, I was like, Bow Wow just got too much, you know what I mean? Like, just too many different bags. And dude was like, nah, but Soulja Boy got this. He started naming records. I was like, I'm not gonna name you no Bow Wow records, right? But you got Lil Bow Wow. His first album is classic. Right? He got that when Bow Wow and Omarion had that little tandem. You got the records that came from the Bow Wow Romeo beef. You got the records that came from his soundtracks. You got the records that came from
Shorty Like Mine. You got
the Sierra record. Come on, bro. He was so deaf. Right? So he got mad records with JD, produced by JD with DeBrat. And like, come on, it's just too much. It's just too much.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
All right. Don't put this in the episode. You seen DeBrat?
Did I see her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her.
No, but you seen her though?
What you trying to say, my nigga?
Bro, she got ass, nigga. Did you see that? Bro, did you see that one joint that she did? And she like pulled her pants down, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Bro said, "Is be recording, bro?" He's like, "Yeah, nah, nigga, we not editing that out."
You didn't see that shit? I was confused. I'm like, she gay with that shit right there.
So because you gay, that mean you can't have ass?
No, I just don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, was she gay with it? What about that back there? That's crazy.
Nigga, I was not paying attention. To that.
Yeah, because she wearing a bunch of clothes.
She always been doing that though.
Doing what part? Just the tomboyish?
She's always been the tomboy.
Yeah.
Josh, you know about DeBrat? You familiar with her? No? Damn. She's a female rapper. I think she was the first female artist to win album of the year or something like that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. It was something like that. She was like the first female rapper to like go number one or something like that. Something like that.
That'd be crazy.
But yeah, she's definitely a trailblazer in her own right for sure. So, but yeah, I thought the battle was fun though. I thought them niggas was cool, having fun, nigga talking shit to each other. But it's just Verzuz is Verzuz. Really.
Britney Spears and her conservatorship. I don't know what the fuck the conservation. I was trying to figure out what that is.
Britney Spears. Oh, we can move on to that then. Britney Spears, it's conservatorship. Have you been keeping up with her little?
I've been seeing what's going on a little bit.
Yeah, so she got like a crazy little shit going on where she's trying to like so the documentary came out a couple months back, and it was all about her displeasure with everything about her being controlled by her father. Her father got legal, I guess. So conservatorship is when somebody else takes care of you, financially, in every way, and so she gets an allowance on her money, all types of shit, and so basically, the news update is that she wants to get married to whoever her partner is. She wants to get married to her partner. She wants to have a baby, but her conservator won't let her go to the doctor to take out her IUD and basically just controlling like every facet of her life.
What the fuck is
Like,
that?
And they basically just made mental decisions about her because she had years where she spazzed out. Right, where she was not fucking with nobody. She cutting her hair. She going crazy on the media, saying fuck all this shit. So all that shit, I think now is hurting her.
Yeah.
As far as her just wanting to control and live her own life, right? Like she had a whole residency in Vegas, and she was able to do her whole residency on her own, fine, making the decisions, to going out there singing, dancing, doing whatever she needs to do to make that bag. But yet her dad is, and even in the one of the growing themes I got out of that documentary that came out like a few months ago is that she just don't want her dad to be the conservatorship. She hate that nigga.
Yeah.
She's vocal about that. Like, I don't want this nigga.
Right.
Like somebody else. Like, and now it's at the point where like she wants to get married and have kids and, lead her life on her own. But shit, she can't. And then this nigga Justin Timberlake always find it necessary that when these stories come out, that he needs to come out and say something in support of her and yada yada yada. Where it's like he like, even though his message is good, Justin Timberlake cannot be the one to give that message because he's just the wrong messenger.
Why?
Well, just because a lot of people think that the relationship that Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears had, there was an event in that relationship that kind of started her on this track of. So her whole meltdown that she was having, a lot of people think that stemmed from the Justin Timberlake kind of beef, or not beef, but the relationship that they had. Because one pivotal moment that a lot of people chalk up to it is that they were kids and Justin Timberlake and her were dating or whatever, and she did not want people to know that they had been sexually involved. They were kids.
Did he lie?
Huh?
Did he lie?
Did he lie about them being sexually involved?
Yeah.
I don't know if he lied about that, but he put that out there that they had been.
Oh.
And so she then went into like some sort of like deep depression after that. Right? Because she didn't want that whole situation to be public. And so a lot of people mark that as like the beginning of the
meltdown.
Of the whole meltdown, and then of the whole her having to go into like psychiatric wards and her dad coming into her life, because apparently her dad had never been involved in her life prior to her like blowing up the way she did back in the 90s.
So how did he get control over her?
I don't know. And when she blew up,
crazy, bro.
When she blew up, then that's when her dad started to try to be involved. But even then, like, she resisted this nigga. Like, no, you wasn't here, since the beginning. Like, nah, fuck that. And I guess just by virtue of her being her father, I don't know what took place. I don't know how it took place, right? But he ended up getting that kind of control over her.
That's sick, bro.
Because she's been deemed unfit to care for herself.
Right.
So it's like, that shit is scary, bro.
That shit
is scary because like she sounds perfectly. I mean, I'm only going off how she sounds. I don't know the inner workings and shit, but she sounds and she looks good. She's like,
yeah, she sounds fine.
You feel me? Like she hasn't had a meltdown in X amount of years. Like people been on her social media and seeing how she's been engaging on social media. And she looks fine. She sounds fine. Like, she looks like she's trying to live the life that she want to live now and move past the just the fuck shit.
Yeah.
And this conservatorship is still is holding her back. Like, these laws and shit, like, got to be updated. It's got to be.
The whole concept of a conservatorship sounds kind of sick. Like, it sounds like.
Well, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
it's for a good cause. Like if you got like a family member or partner or something like that that is like unfit to care for themselves, right? Because of mental reasons and shit like that, then yeah, you should be able to like, you know what I mean? Take control of that situation for them. But
I feel like niggas I feel like niggas just everyday shit though. It just happens that Britney Spears was just in the fucking limelight when this
in
shit
the limelight,
happened.
nigga, imagine 5,000 paparazzis outside your house waiting for you to walk outside. You trying to take your son to school.
Right.
And niggas just taking pictures and asking questions and recording you and all types of shit. Nigga, I might have a meltdown too.
Right.
Nigga, I'm about to...
Like, get the fuck away from me,
Nigga,
bro.
'cause-
Like, I'm
and
trying
Britney
to
went
take...
off. Britney went off. You remember she was smashing cameras?
Yeah,
and
she...
hella
man.
lawsuits because she smashed $30,000, $20,000 cameras and shit like that. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, shit gotta change, bro. Like, the media perpetuates shit, I feel like, a lot of times.
Absolutely, what?
You feel me? Like, and then, you know, like what they say in every situation, like, does it need to be said? The question you should ask is, does it need to be said? Does it need to be said right now? And does it need to be said by you?
Right.
And they think that, and if you don't get 3 yeses to all 3 of those questions, then you should shut the fuck up. And so a lot of people think Justin Timberlake
I'm not doing
can't
that.
say yes to all 3 of those questions.
Right.
Because you're not the right messenger. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, do, you know, ping him as the start
As
of
a
the
catalyst, yeah. As a catalyst.
That's crazy. Yeah, he shouldn't have put that shit out there if she didn't want that shit to be out there, that they had been involved with each other on that level. Because they was like 17, 16 or something like that.
Like,
so like
he was
it's
a boy.
understandable
Like, he
for
was a
her to be
boy.
like, you know what, like, let's keep that, you know what I mean? Let's not put that out there like that.
He was a boy, bro. He made a mistake.
Well, I mean,
He made a mistake.
if he did make a mistake, look where it's got this woman.
Yeah, you gotta live with that.
You
gotta
feel me?
live with that.
Like, your mistake has sent me into depression,
Yeah.
psych wards,
Yeah.
meltdowns, spazzing on camera.
Which is why I feel like
Drug addiction,
He's the
like-
perfect person to talk about it because he's the one who made the mistake.
Do you feel like that?
Nigga, he's the nigga who gotta live with this shit every day.
Nah, nigga.
He's the nigga who gotta live with it every day.
Bro, sometimes the message is right, but the messenger is wrong.
I feel like niggas get into that space and then they don't realize what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, like, take for instance, if you was a nigga who used to beat women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Or like, fuck it, or like Michael Vick. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel like his case is like kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga used to, whatever, the nigga was fighting dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And then he becomes a dog advocate. You know what I'm saying? For you on the outside, because
Can't do that though.
because you feel like
privately he can, you know what I mean, support dog advocacy like non-profit foundations.
Yeah.
To support that. Privately he can donate money and donate his time.
But why
I don't
privately?
want to see this nigga on camera talking about how he's an avid supporter of like animal cruelty or against animal cruelty and against niggas don't want to see that.
yeah, but
Niggas
why
don't
not?
wanna see-
Nigga,
Niggas
why
don't want
not?
to see Ray Rice publicly, even though he did. Niggas don't want to see Ray Rice publicly bashing other men for domestic violence issues.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we gotta dissect how niggas delivered a quote unquote message if they've been involved in a space that was hurtful. Like, if you specifically bashing other niggas, then yeah, niggas is like, bro, get the fuck out of here. He used to beat the shit out of people. You know what I'm saying? But if he's like on some mature shit and he's delivering a message that's mature and concise, nigga, why not? He's the perfect nigga to do it because he's the nigga who used to do it.
I don't know, my nigga. I don't know. I think when you are guilty of something, right? Like, you make it right by like acknowledging what happened, by you know, taking full responsibility.
Yeah.
You make it right by you know, donating to those causes and donating your time and attention to those causes. But I think that when it comes down to talking about it publicly, I feel like you gotta shut the fuck up.
Bro, where else are we gonna get insight?
Somebody else. You gotta get
You're
it. You're
not gonna get insight from nobody. Like,
Bro,
they're the
nigga,
perfect
nigga,
niggas
let me
to
make
do
it-
this
let me-
shit.
Here goes an example right here, my
Yeah.
nigga. If there's a woman Let's take a woman. I'm not gonna. There's no names, no faces, no nothing. Because that's niggas get biased when they put names. Because niggas like
That's a
Michael
fact.
Vick, right?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Let's just make it a blanket, a smooth, clean slate. There's a woman who has been raped by a man,
Right.
and this man gets caught or whatever. Niggas say whatever they want to say about this man. He pays his quote unquote debt to society for that. That woman don't want to hear nothing from this man about rape, about advocating for rape victims, about none of that.
Yeah.
This woman, no, he has nothing to say on this topic. Nothing at all. I don't care how he's feeling like, I don't care how he's rectifying the situation
Right.
behind closed door, but he can't say nothing about it
Right.
because he is a perpetrator of it. He can't say nothing, especially not to me.
Right.
You know, he violated me, so there's nothing he can say. So I'm in that. I think I fall in that category where, nigga, you make it right the way you feel like you need to make it right, but it's just shut the fuck up. There's nothing nothing to say.
I feel it.
There's nothing to say. Like,
I kind of want to point this out too. Like rape and every other thing you're talking about is drastically different
what's the difference between that and domestic violence?
because I just feel like rape is like it's like one of those shits that's like, yeah, bro, shut the fuck up. For sure.
For sure.
For sure. I'm with you. Shut the fuck. What? Shut up, nigga. No. What? No, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, automatic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
I think
it's okay. Like, nigga, if you did some fuck shit and you like are adamant about apologizing in the public square, that's okay.
That's
all
fine.
right.
But this nigga Justin Timberlake, like, feel like he need to say something every time Britney say something.
Because he's guilty. Because maybe you're right. Because maybe he just feels like overwhelming amount of guilt, so he feels like he owes it to her.
Maybe
because he made a decision that was of the mindset of a 17-year-old. So he's like, fuck.
Now my fuck up cost you
X. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel it. I'm not mad at that.
That's
I feel
tough.
it.
That's tough. What you think, Josh? Think you shut the fuck up?
I don't know. It depends the context. Depends what he's saying, but
Like what he's
Right.
saying is
Yeah,
right. What he's saying is true.
right.
Like it's politically correct. It's just
The context is
like
if
when
he should be saying it.
If you working off the theory that Justin is probably the one that started her trend downhill, you know what I mean? Like,
if the relationship was like a decade ago, you should get over it. Just like stop talking about this.
you feel me? Like, I don't know, because he's saying stuff. He's saying, you know what, like, what's going on with Britney is unfair. It's not right. She needs to be, you know, he's saying the right shit. It's just that I think I'm kind of questioning if he's the right messenger. That's it. I don't know.
Who else is coming to her defense?
I don't know.
Nobody's coming to her defense.
I mean, her husband or the person she wants to be her husband, right? Like, bro, she wants to have children.
Yeah,
She cannot go to the doctor to take out her IUD.
That's what I don't understand about, because like you
Bro,
got
that's slavery. That's
right.
What is that?
That's crazy. She's a grown ass woman.
She wants to get married
and has to ask for permission to get married and to have a
and
kid.
she can't get permission.
That's sick as hell, boy.
She hates her fucking dad. Like, genuinely hate this nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas ruined her life. Even more. Like, that's crazy, right?
That's sick, bro.
That's crazy. Because there was
sick.
that one point where she was like, I'm fine with conservatorship. Like, she let go of her entire argument and said, just not him.
Right.
Like,
That's
like she'd rather be appointed a person she has no idea who they are by the state. Just a random impartial person than have her dad as conservative. I mean, I think it's crazy.
the whole concept of a
I think that,
conservatorship is kind of questionable.
I think niggas the system gotta be updated. Like, that's my problem with shit, bro. Systems do not get updated.
Yeah.
We just leave the same old bullshit that don't fit in the society no more. That's that. Like, I was even talking to my girl about just my job,
Yeah.
like how antiquated it is, like how old everything is, how the system is, the computers is slow as a bitch. Like, there's no fucking way I work for $1 million, multi-million, fucking billion-dollar fucking corporation, and when I click on something on the computer, it takes 25 seconds to respond. Like, there's no way.
No way. 25 seconds.
There's no way. I want to go in this folder right here. Folder take 30 seconds to load up.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, come on, my nigga. And I get it, right? When you got to overhaul like systems within the company, it costs a lot of money. But that's the cost of doing business.
Charges to the game, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Charge it to the fucking game. And if there was any time to update systems, it would have been through the pandemic.
Right. Right now.
Right? Because
right now. We trying to fly cars, nigga.
Come on, my nigga. Like, I hate this shit, bro. But
Good old boys club, champ.
it is what it is, bro. It's charged to the game. It's just what it is, my nigga.
Yeah. Good old boys
But
club.
shit, I guess my thoughts go out to Britney and her situation, and
Yeah, that's crazy.
I hope shit get fixed for you.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Get
didn't
made
know.
right?
I didn't know what I was perplexed. I'm like, what the fuck is a conservation shit?
Yeah, conservatorship is that's what it is, bro. It's
Just losing your rights over your life.
well, no, not it's meant for a good thing. So, like, you know, there's people who are mentally unstable. There's people who are mentally unfit to care for themselves and their finances and their well-being.
Yeah.
So they need to have somebody appointed to take care of that shit,
Yeah.
right? But I feel like this falls in the realm where it's a misuse
Yeah.
of the system, right? When you look at shit, bro, like the laws don't work sometimes. A lot of times.
All the times.
A lot of times. Like, I get the spirit of what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be for good intentions, but it's just sometimes that shit don't work. Right? Like,
You talking about like Derek Chauvin?
Derek Chauvin.
Like Derek Chauvin. We're gonna have a juicy conversation about that.
Talk about it.
Real juicy.
Derek Chauvin, verdict came in a couple days ago.
Josh, you peep?
It actually caught me by surprise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought the trial or the sentencing trial wasn't supposed to be until August.
Until August.
So the morning of, I was online and on Twitter, and everybody was like, "Oh, the trial should, or the sentence should be rendered over the next couple hours." I was like, "Oh shit!" I was just mentally fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to happen on June 19th,
Yeah.
right? I think they moved it off Juneteenth just because they didn't want that smoke. They didn't want that extra pressure that may have came for that,
Facts.
right?
Yeah.
So they moved it, and I thought they moved it.
That smokers would have been real too.
Yeah,
that would have been
nigga,
some real
everybody
smoke.
would have on P's and Q's.
It would have
nigga.
been some real
Everybody,
smoke.
I feel like a lot of people was already on they shit on their P's and Q's, but I feel like you had it on Juneteenth.
Juneteenth? Yeah, bro. You're not about to do no fuck shit on Juneteenth, champ.
Yeah, no.
Everybody's awake. Everybody's
we
woke
gonna
now.
burn that building down while y'all in it
You know
if y'all
what I'm
fucking
saying?
sober. But yeah, so it came. He of course he got credit for his time served, but he also got rendered a 22.5-year
Yep.
sentence.
With the possibility of parole in 15, supposedly.
It's 15? I thought it was 10.
Supposedly it's 15. I don't
15,
know.
okay.
I have no clue. That's when you're no say.
What you think about it?
So I've been trying to have a conversation with niggas about this shit, and yeah, man, it's so two things. About to go places, and it's gonna fucking rile you up. So I just want to preface it again, okay?
You see what you trying to do?
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to poke the bear.
I'm not poking the bear, nigga. I'm just prefacing the conversation like I did last time. We was talking about the whole police shit, and the
Okay.
shit blew up,
All right.
and it actually was good TV, and that shit should have been everywhere. But nevertheless,
Okay.
right? Nevertheless, you have a situation where you have a policeman who committed a vile act, right? And basically, for the first time, we feel like something actually happened that was kind of handled in a solid-ish way, right?
Okay.
Now, again, I said solid-ish way.
Right, I'm following.
So how do you, to me, I feel like this shit is about to, I'm gonna just say it anyway. I feel like when you have been raped so much and have been done wrong by a quote unquote system so much, as a group of people, justice, retribution, and revenge start to look alike.
Right?
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I like how you worded that too.
how do you properly gauge justice with these people? You feel what I'm saying? Real serious question. I'm not being sarcastic.
That's a can of worms. The reason why I feel like that's a can of worms is because I definitely agree with you that, like, for the most part, as a whole, black people have been, very forgiving, very good about moving past situations where we have been deemed or rendered hopeless and useless in certain respects. So, when a decision gets made and it's different, or at least slightly different than the decisions that have been previously made, is that a word? I don't know. Previously made, you think that you're getting you get like this pseudo win that you feel like it's a win just for the simple fact that this looks a little different than what we've gotten in the past. And I do agree that after so many times of doing shit, the lines get blurred between justice and revenge. Like, the pot boils over, a la what happened in the following weeks and months after George Floyd died.
Right.
How you saw businesses getting destroyed and people in the street, and you wouldn't go a day without hearing something new about it for like a whole month or two straight. The pot boils over is what I be trying to tell people, and they don't understand that. When I talk to people that are not black, like, they don't understand that. They feel like niggas should have this level of civility at all times, even when you've been done wrong time and time again. So I feel like that is a deep question, and I don't know if I even have the range to cover it all.
To unpack that shit. Cause I mean, bro, like, I feel it. Like, I completely understand. Right? Like, nigga, take for instance, you and I, we got kids. You know what I'm saying? God forbid some fucking crazy shit happen and a nigga end up taking your kid's life.
Right. So, like, as a black man, how do you sit back and cope with that? How do you process that? Like, how do you deal with that? Like you
bro,
sit back and say, all right, man, the justice system got me. Like, I know for a fact that the justice system is gonna put in the work, put in the time, the effort, the energy to make this right, to kind of sort of mend my family back together, give us a piece of what was taken back? Or do I say, fuck it, I look at over history, less than 2% of cases like this, like police ever get convictions and ever get just sentencing, and say, you know what I mean? Like, how do I relax? Or do I say, fuck it, let me just take it in my own hands. Let me go right on this nigga.
Bro, cause that's the thing, nigga. And that's where the conversation gets meaty, right? Like, niggas know I'm a pious nigga. I'm a nigga of faith. If a nigga took my kid, I'm scorching earth, nigga.
I feel like I'll be on the same. I'll be on that same
earth,
same
nigga. I'm a scorch earth, nigga. Fire, brimstone, nigga. Fire and brimstone.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like them niggas. I'm gonna just go out too. They ain't about to do no fucking jail time, nigga. Fuck that shit. You took away some shit that was tethering me to earth. I'm out too. Fuck it. I'm off that nigga. I'm off myself, nigga. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel like it relates to this obviously because like this system ain't about to serve no fucking justice. Ain't about to serve no fucking justice, nigga.
Bro,
Honestly,
yeah.
the only way niggas can serve justice is if Chauvin was given a fucking needle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it a bean.
So I've been seeing like I be trying to like really like understand like both sides of the spectrum. Chauvin got 22 and a half years. He's 45 years old.
Right. So by the time he get out,
So but if he does the full sentence, which is
Right.
not, he'll be mid 60s.
right.
Right? He'll be pushing 70 years old. So he still have time to like come back and like reconcile at least a little bit with his family, his loved ones, XYZ. When George Floyd's family, it's you got to make peace with it somehow, some way, because it's over. It's not coming back, no matter what. The chances of him doing that full 22 is so slim, right? I feel like that nigga would have got life. Like, it's niggas in jail on non-violent offenses,
Exactly.
doing the whole
Serving
L.
life, nigga.
Doing the whole L.
with not even the possibility of fucking parole,
So
nigga.
you cannot tell me that was the absolute most our system could have did for black people, specifically for George Floyd's family. But then on the other hand, when I sit down and I try to remove myself from that mindset and I look at the letter of the law, for second degree murder, the max is 30 years.
This is backwards.
So then that would lead my brain to think that, okay, he got a stiff penalty.
You got a stiff penalty.
Because if the max you can get is 30 and you get 22, okay, we've never seen nothing like that before. So let me chalk this up as a win. Let me mentally categorize that as justice being served. And like move on with it, so to speak.
Now the argument is if peace officers should they be held to a higher standard.
Of course.
So that means the
Bro,
penalty
when you
needs to
driving
be
your
higher.
car, and you're driving in the construction zone, and let's say you're speeding, all traffic fines, all fines double. It's double. Right? The reason why is because if you're speeding in a construction zone, there are people in that construction zone working. They have families of their own. They have families at home. They have fucking lives that they live. So if you make a mistake and you hit one of them, penalties double. Penalties double. So you cannot tell me when you are a police officer, right? When you are a person that's hired in a certain jurisdiction, and you have people that live within this jurisdiction putting trust and faith and belief in you that you gonna do your job the right way to the highest standard. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and you betray that.
You shit
And
on
it's
it.
on camera.
And it's on
and it's
camera.
undebatable.
Right.
Like,
They should have threw the book at that nigga. The more we talk about it, I feel like they should have threw the book at that nigga. Like, all I can think about is 8 minutes and 40 some odd seconds. All I can think
Right.
about is his
I
fucking
watched
knee
it.
on that nigga. That's all I can think about. You know what I'm saying?
nigga, I even watched the judge right as he was rendering his decision. Did you watch it at all?
Yeah, I did.
But he talked. He made a lot of sense. I'm not gonna say he didn't. Like he made a lot of sense. He didn't parse words.
yeah.
But then like, you know, it's two sides of the coin. And I'm always battling between like which side of the coin I should be on. Like, and I always at the end of it choose like, nigga, you're a black. That coin has very seldomly, you know what I mean, fell in your direction, bro. Your people have been very seldomly on the right end of the stick. We've always got the dish served cold. Always hit the short end of the stick. So for me, when I think that like, damn, I should like just go into it, look at the law, ignore everything else, all the other moving parts that may be around it, look at exactly what happened versus how the law is supposed to handle it. You know what I mean? But like, how can I trust that shit?
My mom went to a sick place. I hope he has a hard time in jail. I hope he can't do the 20-some odd years.
Bro, he not gonna have a hard time in jail. He's gonna be in solitary confinement. He's doing
That's a hard time, nigga.
He's doing state time.
That's a hard time.
Come on, bro.
Solitary confinement?
It's not gonna be as hard as. It's not gonna be as hard. Nah, hell nah.
Bro, solitary confinement is.
Put that nigga in general pop.
Yeah, it's a harder. It's a hard time.
General population is harder.
Than solitary confinement?
Yes, nigga. Yes, I think so.
Solitary confinement where they walk in the room by yourself.
In the dark.
And it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be that type of solitary confinement. It's gonna be where you're in your own side of the prison. You're an inmate, but you just very seldomly have to deal with the rest of the population that's there. No, put that nigga in general population.
You can't be in
Put that
J-pop.
nigga in a bunk with Isaac.
You can't be with G-pop.
Why?
Because he's not going to survive a day.
Okay.
You know that shit.
George Floyd didn't survive a day after that shit.
I'm saying, like, this, like, he's a cop at the end of the day.
So what? He abused that.
Nigga, you know, I agree with you. I'm saying what's not going to happen.
He abused it.
There's no way he's going to be in
He
G-pop.
lose his privilege. It's state time, too.
I would hope so.
So he's not leaving the state of Minnesota.
Yeah. There's no
Put
way.
that nigga in the feds, bro.
There's no way.
Put that nigga in feds. Like, come on, bro. If I go outside and do some wild shit, guess where I'm going?
It depends on how you feel. It depends on how you feel. Hey, listen, I'm not no tough nigga.
Josh, guess where I'm going if I go out and do some wild shit?
I'm saying it depends on. Are you going to go to G-pop? You gonna go to G-pop?
Hell yeah, I'm going to.
You gonna go to general population?
Why I'm not? Why I'm not?
You know how sick it is in county jail, nigga.
I know how sick it is. That ain't gonna stop them from putting me in there.
I'm saying, are you not about to be on some shit like I might act crazy so I can be in some different colors? G-pop in Southern California is fucking madness, nigga.
Bro, that is a different point than what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I can act crazy.
I'm just saying.
I can act mentally.
You gonna be in a different space if you act crazy.
I could be no.
Yes, you are. You're not about to be with the general population if you act crazy.
Come on, my nigga.
You're gonna be in solitary confinement.
No. Them niggas know what's up.
Who you talking about? You talking about the niggas? You talking about the inmates? Or you talking about the niggas serving the time?
I'm talking about,
the OCs.
I'm talking about the COs. I'm talking about the people that.
Bro, if you go to court and slab a whole jar of like
you don't
Jiffy
think everybody
Lube,
do that?
no. This bitch ass nigga, what's that nigga name? Shitty Cuz didn't do that shit.
City Cuts tried to do that shit.
He tried to.
He tried to. Guess what? They snuffed that shit out. Like, nah, we ain't fuck with that.
Nigga, 'cause he killed it.
Left. Bro was on the run for a minute, and bro checked himself into a mental facility in Bellflower.
Yep. Niggas knew what was popping.
Niggas know what's good.
Niggas knew what was popping with him.
Niggas know it's good.
Niggas knew what was popping with him.
He tried to go for an insanity plea.
Yeah, they wasn't playing that shit. They wasn't playing that shit.
Nigga, I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna do some wild shit out there. I'm gonna act like I'm crazy and mentally incapacitated and all that shit.
All you gotta do is like,
say, okay, cool.
All you gotta do is slab a big jar of peanut butter up your ass, right? Reach in your ass, look at the judge dead in his face, and then lick that shit clean from your hands. That's all you gotta do.
Bro, that's even more reason to put you in general pop.
That's all you gotta do. You gonna be silent.
And they sending me to the feds.
So what's the feds? What's the feds?
When you under a certain, you under like a different like jurisdiction, bro.
Yeah.
You get moved around. Like no, nigga, state time and fed time is different.
So what's fed time again?
Is when you like.
So you're not doing time in federal prison, or it is you doing time in federal prison.
Yeah. When you're looked at as a convict to the
like you're a danger to, like you're a menace to society.
Basically,
I feel like that's for like who goes to the feds? Like
everybody, nigga. When you black, you going.
This nigga.
No, but honestly, like it's
so niggas to do like white collar crime and like do like cyber shit and like
federal, like when you commit crimes that are so when you commit a crime in a state, when you go to court, it'll usually say like Steven Spicer versus the people,
right?
Because the crime you committed was against the people,
the community at large.
But when that shit like is bigger than that, you're
doing federal time.
Mm-hmm. Like, so I could look up like the exact definitions of that.
So
shit.
you like fucking hijacked a military helicopter and you crash that shit in the, you know what I'm saying, doing some crazy shit like that. Doing time in the feds. I don't really either. So I know, like, when you commit just regular bullshit crimes, you go to the Twin Towers, you go to county jail. But for sure, the prisons are getting overcrowded, so they send everybody is in county jail.
Federal prison is where people who have committed federal crimes go. Who have committed federal crimes or have been accused of violating federal laws and are incarcerated, whereas state prison is where people who have violated and have been accused of violating state laws are
incarcerated.
All I'm saying is this: traffic fines should double for niggas who are in power and they abuse that shit.
That's a fact.
Just like if I'm a civilian and I'm driving through a school zone
and I fuck around and hit a fucking teacher, right?
And I get pulled over, whether I harm somebody or not, that fine, that penalty I gotta pay is double.
It's gonna be stiff, just
for the simple fact that you are in an area and you're a greater risk.
Right. You're in danger
to society.
Right,
because if a 10-year-old kid walked the street and you drove 45 miles an hour, you're not stopping at the stop sign, XYZ, yeah, you're gonna harm somebody. You going through a traffic zone, yeah, a construction zone, I should say, yeah, you can hurt somebody.
Yeah, them niggas should get
traffic fines should double, my nigga.
Yeah, it should definitely be stiffer for niggas who are of power. For peace officers and the like, for sure.
That's what it is. I mean,
should have gave that nigga the needle, homie.
Should have gave him the needle. I hope that nigga served every minute of that 22 and a half.
Which he won't, but it's neither here nor
I hope George Floyd's family, friends find some sort of like peace within all this. I hope they can, eventually pull themselves to, cope in a healthy way. I hope his daughters and his children, don't have to carry that burden for too much longer.
Chauvin's mom was there too. You peeped that?
Talking about she's a good man and man, okay, Chauvin mom.
Nigga, did you see your good man son with his fucking knee on that man's
Chauvin's
neck?
Mom.
Fucking crazy ass.
To hear from her, huh?
Woman.
I mean, it is what it is. I hope that nigga just has the roughest time in jail. I hope he has a day. I hope he doesn't have a day where he can.
Hope he can't sleep.
Close his eyes
without somebody trying to bug that nigga. I hope that
shit comes to his mind every single time he tries to think of it. But it is what it is. What else we got, man? I can't keep talking about this nigga, man.
Fuck him.
What else you got, my nigga? Y'all niggas been listening to new music? I know you haven't. Don't even say nothing. Have you been listening to new music?
Yes and no, I feel like.
Yes and no?
Yes and no.
Not Q-tip.
Who dropped?
That
was some shit that you down. I was not cool with that shit. I watched that video. I'm like, this nigga really? Who does this nigga think I am?
Weak though,
bro. Cause I don't listen to Q-tip, bro.
Q-tip was hard.
Yeah, but why'd you say it? Why'd you put it on me? Now you putting it on me. Like, I don't understand that. That's not cool. That's not cool.
I just, you look like a nigga that like Q-tip.
That's fucked up. You hear this nigga?
I like Q-tip.
I fuck with Q-tip, bro. I haven't listened to that. I don't listen to Q-tip, bro. All I listen to is Ross, nigga, and Nip. That's it. And maybe some Burden of Proof for my nigga.
I gotta say this though.
You know what I'm saying?
Album. This her album.
Oh shit!
Amazing.
She did drop.
Her, you know who her is, right? Amazing.
Nigga, you know how old she is?
How old is she?
She's like 23, bro.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
She's young as shit.
She was years and years ago. You know how I don't know if so on the BET Awards there would be like the up and coming artists that they would give some camera time to. Like they would enter a contest and then they would win it and they would get some camera time on BET. She was like 18 or some shit, like 17 or some shit like that. And she got a look from BET because she won like a little contest leading up to it. She got a look, and this is her now. And she's always But this album is fucking crazy. Like I enjoy this shit.
Yeah, what's
It's
it
like-
called?
It's Back of My Mind. I think it's called
see.
In the Back of My Mind. I'll confirm that right now. But that album is literally, you could put that shit on and
Back of My Mind.
you saw what?
Yeah, it's called Back of
Back
My
of My Mind, yeah. You would literally put that shit on and it's not even a skip in it.
That's love.
That shit is hard. That shit is hard. That song, Damaged, it's a song she got. It's called Damaged.
Yeah.
That she put out as a single prior to her album coming out. That shit sounds even better. When you listen to that shit in the sequence of the album, right? Not just as a Lucy. I thought when it came out as a Lucy, I was like, oh, this that shit. This that shit. But that shit is, the album's good. Josh,
what's
when you
up.
get in the car, Back of My Mind by her.
Yeah, bro, you need to, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Your musical palette.
Who, me?
No, bro.
Bro. I mean, Lil Uzi Vert then dropped, so he got time. He got time. I'm not. Also, that shit is a good album.
For sure, I'm gonna peep that shit on the way
peep
back
that
to the
shit.
crib.
Peep that shit. That shit is real good. That shit is like real good. Tyler the Creator.
You drop. I ain't get a chance to peep.
You didn't peep that? You peep Tyler the Creator? I know you peep Tyler, huh? You liked it?
And give it more listens before I give you like an actual opinion.
Okay.
First listen was interesting.
You gotta sit with it a little longer. I like it.
So what's it called? Call me if you
Call me if
you get lost.
yeah.
DJ Drama was in it.
Yeah. DJ Drama was in it. And it was like a big thing on Twitter, nigga, because 10 years ago, Tyler the Creator tweeted, I need me a Gangsta Grills by DJ and then 10 years later, now he got it. So a lot of people are like, oh my God, look at this, the whole manifestation. You know. That album was good. That nigga Tyler is an artist.
Damn, okay, nigga. Give this
What?
nigga some praise like a motherfucker.
No, that nigga's an artist. Like, honestly, like, that nigga's an artist. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then
that nigga was dark.
he was.
With all that odd future shit, like he was
Was.
just a dark nigga. Oh, man, damn man, I told that bitch to suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn.
But to see where he at now, like you know, like I hate fake artsy shit.
Yeah.
Like when niggas are fake artists.
What's
not,
fake?
Not
what's,
fake
what's,
artists.
What's
but
fake
like,
artsy?
Not fake. How can I say this? You know when niggas be like over, like they trying to sell themselves as like overly artsy and like.
Give me an example.
I got this issue with like Frank Ocean.
Yeah. You think Frank Ocean fits the bill for that?
Yeah, like I feel like.
Niggas love Frank, boy. You gotta watch him out.
No, niggas love Frank, and I'ma sound nuts saying it, but like this nigga is like too mystic and cryptic and like, am I making sense? Like
I think a better comparison like James Smith, for example. Do you know his music at all?
I think Jaden Smith is good. Yeah, I don't feel like he's faking it. I feel like he's really that nigga. Like I feel like this nigga Frank Ocean is like, I don't know. I can't really like find the right adjectives for that nigga. Like he's like his album's weak. Blonde was weak.
We thought Blonde was trash?
Yeah, nigga, I like
That's
drums in my music. my
crazy.
nigga. I like drums. Where your
Blonde was solid, I think. I'm not even a Frank Ocean fan. I ain't gonna get activated.
No, that's why I know I sound nuts as fuck saying this, because Frank Ocean has a cult. But when you sit down and you listen to Channel Orange, and when you listen to Nostalgia Ultra, and then you fast forward and you play me Blonde,
I think you just don't like. I think you just don't like the nigga that he like him and Bryson Tiller. I feel like they drop
like
shit.
Bryson Tiller.
They drop shit and they dip off. I feel like you just don't like that he dip off.
No. My problem with Bryson Tiller is different than my problem with Frank Ocean.
What's your problem with Bryson then?
My problem with Bryson is that.
By the way, hold on before you say some shit. I wish I can find who is making Bryson's beats.
You can, nigga, Google it.
That nigga.
Pull up his credits.
That nigga be rap. Is he a singer or rapper?
He likes to mix the
Yeah, he's a fusion of both. He's a singer more though.
Okay,
In my
so
opinion.
y'all niggas will put that nigga as singer category though.
Yeah,
Yeah, if I had to categorize that nigga, but he blends it. He
Like
tries
that
to-
trap soul shit that he got cracking over there, that shit is fire, nigga.
traps, and exactly you.
That shit is
That's
fire.
That's the beginning of my argument with that nigga.
Okay. What?
Trap soul is amazing.
Uh-huh.
Trap soul is borderline classic, right? I think it probably needs to
It's
be
like-
out. I think it needs to be out for a couple more years for us to really stamp that shit as classic, right? But I'm comfortable enough saying it's borderline.
Okay, so you talking about the actual album. I'm talking about the actual sound, the sonic.
I'm talking about that shit too.
Okay.
I'm talking about the album, and I'm talking about that sound.
The sound.
He did bring in a different. He brought a different sound,
Yeah.
right? And I feel like niggas started to try to chase that sound after he came with that.
Yeah, can't
right?
top that shit though.
So
not that shit.
right, so he dipped off. You can't dip off, nigga. Like I feel like he's back on the clock. He's been on the clock to bring us like some fire. Every time you come, I don't know, like I can't, like it's hard to find the words for this shit too. Like it's like I don't know, my nigga. I feel like niggas' first albums be hard as fuck, and then when they keep coming back, like they don't come back the same way.
Okay, so quick question on that then. I wish I could ask this nigga Josh this question.
You don't listen to music though.
You don't. No, I listen to the niggas we listen to. You listen to Dot? You listen to K Dot? Kendrick? Okay, so when GKMC came out, right? To you, that's a classic. Please make the right decision and be on the right side of history. To you, that's a
Wait,
classic.
Good Kid, Mad City?
Yes.
Oh, that's a double classic.
Okay, so
Don't play with me. Don't play with me either, man.
I'll be,
on the right side of history.
listen, I'll be, you know what I'm saying?
Don't do that. I only had.
I'll be confused
Only
sometimes.
really. Only album I pressed from Kendrick was
Don't fucking say it.
Don't Pimp a To Pimp a Butterfly. That's the only thing I pressed about that.
So that's my point. You don't think To Pimp a Butterfly was a classic?
I think it's classic.
So why are you mad at it?
I just don't think that I just don't think the replay value is worth much.
That's cap.
To Pimp a Butterfly came out in 2015.
14.
Came out in 15.
You sure?
100. I'm positive.
Nigga, look it up.
It came out in 15. Bro, if I'm positive, I gotta look it up.
Because nigga FHD came out the same year.
What's FHG?
J. Cole, yeah.
So what that mean?
2014 Force Drive, nigga.
No, it didn't then.
It did.
All right, let me
Look it up. Just look it up. Fucking back and
So
forth with me.
Butterfly came out in 2015, bro.
Oh, it did?
I'm looking at it right here, bro. It came out March 15th, 2015.
2015. So FHD came out fall then.
Probably so.
Probably came out fall.
Yeah. Because J. Cole is he's usually a fourth quarter kind of nigga. Most of his albums, except I think his last one
This
came
one.
out
In
like the fourth
KOD.
quarter.
I
He's
forget.
more that like that fall kind of release.
Fall kind of releasing nigga. I feel it.
But yeah, but anyways,
So you
I haven't, outside of a couple songs off of that, I have not heard To Pimp a Butterfly since it came out.
Interesting.
It's a couple songs on there. I'm not gonna say that, you know, the whole it's not trash or nothing. I like the album. I just think that it's too it's so dense. Like the music is so dense. The content is so dense that it's almost
It's a lot for you.
unbearable. Like, you know what I
It's
mean?
a lot for you.
It feels like I'm listening to a textbook.
That's good.
Like if you was recording yourself reading your English literature book in the 10th grade, I feel like that.
Let's not
That's what
do
I'm
that.
listening to.
Let's not do that. I feel like for sure what you're saying is
record yourself reading your English literature book, and I'm gonna think that's The Pimp a Butterfly. But when I have heard it, and I have like sat down and parsed through the density of it. I have.
What about Damn?
There's amazing content on it.
What about Damn?
Damn was a good album. It was very poppy.
Do you not think that you may be setting expectations that do not need to be there for these niggas?
What do you mean?
Like, so you saying that I feel like after niggas' first albums, niggas have a hard time following it up.
I feel like that.
Do you feel like Kendrick had a hard time following up? Okay, for sure. Never mind then.
I don't feel like that with Kendrick. I don't feel like that with Cole. I feel like niggas followed up well.
Yeah.
I feel like Bryson Tiller, he has not yet gave us something at that clip.
I feel like it's hard to do that in that space, though. Honestly,
Why?
like, so for me, look, Pete, for me, like niggas like in the trap space, it's hard for niggas to follow up some shit after their first album or their first offering, because it's just gonna sound like a bunch of repetitive shit afterwards. I tried listening to Culture, nigga, like when it first came out.
The first one or this last one?
I'm definitely not. Listen, when the first Culture that they dropped, right? I tried listening to that shit. It sounded like one big ass record. I ain't gonna even lie to you. And it's not necessarily their fault. It kind of is, but it isn't. It's
Right.
by nature of the genre. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The beats sound alike. There's not too much you can do with them in that space, bro. Ain't too much you can do.
Well, I mean,
The beats sound alike, and they they don't change their rhyme pattern.
right.
So literally, you don't necessarily have to listen to them niggas all the time. You're not missing nothing, nigga.
Right. I feel like I agree with you.
Yeah.
But
So I'm saying I feel like the same shit could be happening to Bryson, maybe. Like,
I feel like I don't know. I just feel like Bryson got a taller clip. Like his album he just released
was really
it's
just
called
a re-release
it's called
kind of,
Anniversary.
right?
It's kind of a re-release because some of those records have been out. It
Right.
was just like they were like reference tracks or like undone records. So it sounded like he went in and finished those records and released them. And there was some new ones on there. I feel like it was good. You know, it's not trap soul. It's not on that. I don't know, my nigga. I feel like
See, that's what I think is unfair.
why, my nigga?
Because you
Why-
can't
why-
measure Nas
Why
to
I can't-
Illmatic.
Why? That's his work,
Bro, but it's some shit that he dropped when he was 17 years old.
bro. I'm only comparing niggas to themselves.
Bro, but you're comparing niggas to a album that damn near changed. Like literally this comparison is crazy. And I just thought about it because both of their albums literally changed their respective genres.
Who?
Nas
Right.
and Bryson. Bryson, before Bryson, we didn't get no sound like no trap soul. We didn't get no shit like that. That shit innovated and became a whole different beast, nigga. You know what I'm saying? After Nas dropped Illmatic, niggas wasn't rapping the same.
No, but
You know what I'm saying?
But
And
let's
it's-
not
and
do
it's
that.
hard.
Let's not do that. Nas had Illmatic, but Nas had other albums that were fucking fire. That were fucking great albums. God's Son was amazing.
God's Son was amazing, but you're not the
Right?
yeah.
Like
listen
Jay-Z
though,
dropped
listen,
Reasonable Doubt. And
nigga.
it's
We're not.
okay for
We
niggas to-
we not doing that to, you know what I'm saying. We specific. Just keep it to Nas and Bryson, right?
Okay.
So I feel like you're the only nigga who gonna say that Nas had better that Nas followed up Illmatic.
Well, but then it's
Everybody
not
else
fair.
gonna everybody
Well,
else
but it's not-
crucified Nas.
Well, but it's not fair because Nas been in the game since 90. What? Nas been in the game for hella years, so Bryson got time. All I'm saying is Bryson is on the clock. He's on the clock. We need another fucking Heat Rock.
He might not be able to give niggas a Heat Rock if niggas is comparing Trap Soul to everything he dropped.
But that's what niggas do, though, right?
It's not fair, is what I'm saying. That's
Why
not
not?
because it's not fair. His other shit can't live because you comparing the shit to fucking Illmatic.
Bro, but he should. But Bryson Tiller. Let's take this off Bryson. Any artist that drops something and that shit gets critically acclaimed and niggas fuck with it and niggas call it a classic. As an artist, I feel like you should take that in mind and say, all right, cool. I've set a bar for myself.
Yeah.
So now my next piece of work, I gotta try to hit that bar or exceed it.
You can't, you know what I'm saying? That's where I feel like that's why.
Is that not the
So
mindset?
there's parts of that shit that's okay. There's parts of that shit that's problematic. I feel like.
Okay.
Right. Like you can't reproduce an Illmatic.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
Right.
now
So you as a
need to find
listener, you got to be okay with that. He not gonna give you the same shit.
Right. And
He
so,
can't.
And so, as a listener, the way I operate is like this. You give me Trap Soul, I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking fire. I can't stop playing that shit. This is just borderline classic. I give it every fucking piece of praise that I can give it, right?
Yeah.
So now your next piece of work, if it don't hit that mark, I'll be like, oh shit. It might be still good, but it just didn't hit the mark.
And
right?
my
And then
thing is,
now-
yeah.
And then you do it again, you give me something else that don't quite hit the mark. All right, cool. Now my ears readjust to you. Now my bar mentally comes down and says, okay, cool. Now I need to adjust the right. And so, and my problem is, a layered problem is for Bryson to be taking so long between albums. You gotta be able to hit that shit.
And my thing
Bryson
is,
dropped Trap Soul, and a year and a half later he gave his anniversary, I would be like, oh shit, okay. Because now the volume of music is like, okay, cool, like it's coming. But if you're gonna take 4 years between albums, right? Like it's crazy. Like, I'm gonna ask you this question, and this is gonna prove my entire point, and we can move on.
I don't know if I'm ready to move on because I still got some shit I want to talk about.
This question is gonna ruin everything else that you want to say.
I doubt it, but come on.
Right? Kendrick Lamar.
Uh-huh.
Damn came out in what, 2019?
No.
When Damn come out? 18? Fact check that.
It had to be
20. Oh, I was way off. So Damn came out in 2017.
Damn, it's been what, 5 years?
We ain't heard none. We have not heard anything from
Dot.
We haven't heard nothing from Dot
5 years.
in all this time, right?
The Untitled tracks.
No, that came out before that. Those Untitled? The Untitled Unmastered ones? Yeah, those came out before that, right? Tell me right now, look me in my fucking eye right now and say, when Kendrick dropped, you're not expecting a fucking heat rock. You're expecting a fucking borderline masterpiece. Tell me you're not.
You're comparing Bryson Tiller.
No, I'm not. I'm not comparing Bryson Tiller. I'm telling you about Kendrick Lamar, because Kendrick Lamar has been off for a while. He not off, but he's been silent. We haven't heard anything from him since he did that Power. That when he acted in Power.
Yeah,
we haven't heard nothing from him. No music at all. Not a verse. Not a hook. Not a beat. Not a nothing. Not a release date. Not a snippet. Not a nothing.
That's not true.
That's not snippets. True. What snippets we get?
Nigga, Black Panther.
That don't count.
It do count.
No, it don't. That's a specialty project.
Bro, we heard from him, though.
What year was Black Panther, bro?
Bro, we heard from the nigga.
All right.
I'm just saying it's not true. That's all I'm saying.
I'll let you have that.
I'm just saying it's not true.
What year was Black Panther? Was that 2019? Oh, I'm sorry. People who watching, I'm sorry. We getting the fact check from our fact checker. 2018. Okay, I'll keep giving this nigga credit for the. Okay, 2018. Black Panther was 2018. The soundtrack.
Right. Yeah, we heard from the nigga.
We heard from the nigga. That was nice. That was cute. 19, 20, 21. All right, 3 years. 3 years. We haven't heard from him in 3 years.
Yeah, we gotta properly gauge.
We haven't heard a Kendrick in 5. Right. Yeah. We haven't heard a Kendrick piece of work in 5, and we haven't heard from him exactly in 3.
Right.
Tell me right now that you're not expecting a heat rock whenever he comes.
Yeah, of course we are.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like set the world on fire type shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So now if I move Kendrick out of the conversation and I'll talk about Bryson Tiller. He went 4 years after Trap Soul.
Yeah.
Is it wrong for me to have been expecting another fucking flamethrower?
I feel like it's wrong for you to expect the same.
Not the same.
And that's what I question. That's what I question from fans. You know what I'm saying? Because the bias is strong. Because the bias is strong.
I'm not a dumbass fan.
We're not talking about you being a dumbass fan. Like, we're all consumers of music because niggas love music, right?
Right.
But if you really, at some point, if you really love music, you're gonna begin to make the shit. So there's a difference. In my opinion, there's a difference. Right. And I feel like when you there's something that happens when niggas subconsciously expect the same kind of shit, the same kind of sound.
I'm not expecting the same kind of shit.
I don't know.
I'm expecting the growth. I'm expecting you to change your sound. I'm expecting like these little tweaks and stuff to be had. But 4 years is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like
and not everybody is really afforded 4 years.
I feel like, and especially when you're not afforded 4 years, and Bryson Tiller got afforded that. Because his first album gave him that leeway.
It's also like Kendrick had 4 albums, and now you're expecting heat after heat after heat. Bryson's like a growing artist, so it's like it's kind of interesting to see where he goes with it. I feel like that
right. So I feel like I feel like Bryson Tiller got a lot to play with.
He's saying the comparison is unfair. Is what he's saying.
That's what you're saying?
Well, yeah.
But how? I feel like when you take hiatus, when you leave, when you fall out the public eye, as a fan, I think maybe you have life shit going on as a person. Maybe you uninspired. Maybe you need to get remotivated. Maybe you want to redefine your niche, right?
Yeah.
So when you come back, like I'm expecting you to have made some of those adjustments. So when
Expectation is a bitch, by the way.
expectation,
It's a little bit of a bitch.
it is.
It's a little bit of a bitch.
But
because
when
so people, like when To Pimp a Butterfly came out, I ain't gonna lie to you. The first 3 listens, the first 3 songs, I was confused. I was perplexed. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Right. No, but everybody has that album though. Every artist
Until-
has
right.
in their career, like
But I'm
like
saying-
when J. Cole dropped For Your Eyes Only, a lot of people was like, nah. At the beginning. But For Your Eyes Only, I feel like the consensus of people fuck with initially they probably was turned off by it. It took them a minute. It was a slow burn.
Yeah.
Right? Now I feel like Cole fans and music fans at this point now appreciate For Your Eyes Only.
it's pretty split, bro. It's pretty split.
I feel like the
Niggas trash, bro, for putting that
They
shit
did,
out.
they did.
And niggas trash Kendrick for putting out To Pimp a Butterfly.
But I feel like the consensus on both situations for Kendrick and for Cole have grown to the point where they're like, okay, like I appreciate this now.
It's not true.
You don't feel like that?
It's split like a motherfucker.
I feel like-
split like a motherfucker.
I
You
mean,
got
like-
niggas that like, yo, To Pimp, or yo, For Your Eyes, and there's another group of niggas that's like, that shit was boof. I wish you didn't put that shit out.
I mean, I think I appreciate both.
I think we do. I do.
Right? I feel like in the beginning, like it took me a minute for Your Eyes Only.
It did. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, that intro record was fire.
Right? For Who Bell. It took me a minute for that.
For
but
the
as
Cowbell
time went on, I went back to it. I heard it. I was like, okay, this is actually, because when you put in context, like after J. Cole dropped the album, when J. Cole told you where he was at in his life, and you put that in the context, like his girl was pregnant, he was having his first baby, he just bought his house, you heard all this shit, and then he's like, so that's what that album was dedicated for to me. I sit back as a fan and as a music connoisseur and be like, damn, I appreciate that. I appreciate you being in a certain space in your life, and you make an album specific to that 2-3 years of your life.
Yeah.
Right? It's not the turn up club shit, even though it was a record on there for that.
Which Bryson,
But
ironically,
even still, like when we heard Neighbors, like that was the turn up record, and it was a good record, but it's not. You remember that record, right?
Yeah, nigga,
I think
what?
the neighbors think I'm so
Yeah.
dope. Like that's not really a club record, but that was the clubbiest it got on that. If that's a word, that was the clubbiest it got on that album.
yeah.
Other than that, it was a
It was buff, mellow as shit.
mellow album, just him chilling, writing about his daughter and his wife and his life and shit like that. So I feel like niggas appreciated that.
Yeah.
But Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, they did things to afford themselves that.
And you feel like Bryson don't got that.
I feel like he hasn't done that yet,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So Bryson Tiller, I love that nigga. That nigga's music is fire. It is. The sound, the way he came in with the sound, hard as fuck.
Now I gotta go find a bunch of Bryson Tiller type beats.
So at the same time, I'm only, like I said, back to what he's on the clock. That's all I'm saying. Is the next Bryson Tiller drop, I'm expecting, of course, an evolved version of you and your sound and your niche and all that shit. But I'm expecting that shit to be fire as fuck.
It's not gonna be fire.
Because it's been years.
Yeah, it's not gonna be fire.
So it's like different. Like if you're gonna be an artist that come out and you drop all the time, you're giving us albums every year and a half, 2 years. Okay, cool. The volume is there. The volume of good music is there. Right? So your averages is like this. But when you come out like this, then your next album is not as good. You fall off like this. Now your next album fall off like this again. Like, no. If you're gonna, you gotta average that shit out.
Yeah. I feel like Bryson is one of the few niggas that can be afforded his limit because of when he came out and what he did when he came out.
Look at the
That's all.
Migos. I think the Migos is a good comparison to Bryce.
It's not. It's not.
Not in style of music, but what I'm saying is,
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what the argument. That's where the premise is flawed. Is what I'm saying.
I'm just talking about the trajectory.
Yeah.
Think about the Migos when Culture dropped.
Yeah.
Right? They were before Culture dropped, they were on everything. Right? And when Culture dropped, they effectively changed the sound of music. They introduced a new sound of music.
To their detriment.
To their detriment. Fuck
their
it.
detriment.
If you want to, I'm not arguing what you think about it.
So,
what I'm saying
again,
is,
listen,
niggas started chasing
yeah.
that Migos sound when they.
Yeah, but real quick, your argument is saying that because you're talking about volume. You're gonna talk about volume with them niggas, right?
Right.
So I'm saying the type of music that they do, they have to do that. They're handicapped. Like Drake is handicapped because of his following. Like he's not gonna fucking. I think Drake, even though you know what I'm saying, the nigga has writers and shit. I would love a fucking Drake album where he's just barring niggas and it's straight hip hop. I think you and I will be on some. We'll probably live with that shit for a minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because niggas is fan, like the Lemon Pepper freestyle shit, I'm a fan of that. Like I hate niggas freestyling over that record. You know what I'm saying? But like, I
love when Drake getting
this back. I love that shit.
I like that.
I love that shit.
But
again,
Drake is an artist,
right?
So Drake does it all. He sings, he raps, he talks.
But he
shit.
can't just rap. He can't.
You know
he
why?
Can't.
You know why?
Yeah, I know why.
Why?
Because the lady's gonna fucking kill that nigga.
Because that nigga's audience is this big.
Yes, nigga.
So he got this many people
to care for him. Yeah.
Now if he planted his flag on his rap shit,
it was like, nigga, I'm gonna drop a rap album and I'm gonna drop a rap album.
He dropped a rap album. If you're reading this, it's too late.
Yeah, but I can't even. I'm not even a big Drake fan to even peep.
If you're reading this, are you familiar with that album? That is an all rap album.
All
There's
rap
not
album?
a singing song on there.
That was like what, 2015, 2014,
maybe like 14, something like that. So that's all I'm saying. So,
and I'm saying with the Migos, they can't.
So they afforded themselves that opportunity because their volume of music was just so high.
I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying they're handicapped because of
Migos,
the time that they're in and the style of music.
15, yeah.
2015.
They were on everything, right?
Yeah.
Migos was on. That was like a 3-year stretch
where you couldn't even hear a song without them niggas on the shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were handicapped, bro. They had to be in niggas' faces because of when they dropped and the style of music that they do.
You look. This is the argument I'm gonna make. This is not the argument, but this is something I want to point out. Culture 1 dropped.
Yeah.
It changed the style of the music. And niggas start chasing that sound, right?
Yeah.
All while before that dropped, after that dropped, the Migos were featured on everything. They was running around with Drake. They were featured everywhere. Every club record had Migos on it, right?
Facts.
Culture 2 dropped. Culture 2 was Booth. Right? You know why nobody held it against them?
Why?
Everybody just looked over Culture 2.
Why?
Because they was on everything else.
Yeah.
Because they have given you verses everywhere.
Right.
They giving you verses. They were on everything. Every song that you loved in the club, the Migos were on it. Everything. Yeah. Everything. The niggas was at all the Hawks games.
Right.
You wouldn't see this nigga without a Trae Young jersey on.
Right.
So now, Culture 3 dropped, and people are talking about Culture 3. Culture 3 is that shit, is what people saying. Like, so now they've effectively revived themselves. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if summertime hit, you're gonna start hearing them niggas over everything. Them niggas about to start running around with everybody right now.
Yeah, I just feel like I agree, but I just feel like the premise, we disagree on the premise.
I don't know.
Like, I think they have to do that. They have to do that.
Let me draw one more comparison. Maybe this may make a little bit more sense.
Yeah, but you're not answering. You're not necessarily rebuttaling what I'm saying. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, do we agree or do you feel why I'm saying that? Like, you can't
partially agree.
Yeah, you as a trap rapper, you can't not be at a clip. You a new nigga. Like, the genre is new, right? The genre is new,
But it's
and
his,
it's
though.
very and it's
But it's
very
his- it's
yeah
his, though.
yeah. But peep though, it's very microwavable. You have to do it because niggas' ears ain't conditioned to listen to your type of music. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nigga,
and not
I
listen.
would have loved the trap soul too.
What I'm saying is the genre itself is literally attached to microwave ears, literally attached to niggas with short attention spans. For you to even keep my attention, when you talk about these kids in that space, you gotta be in my face. You have to be in my face.
And you're saying that because as it pertains to the Migos.
Yes, and I'm saying to any of these niggas that rap in that space, the Baby, Lil Baby, fucking Lil Uzi Vert, all of these niggas gotta be in niggas' faces. They have to be.
Lil Baby don't. I think Lil Baby has proven himself to not have to be that. I think Lil Baby is carved. Lil Baby's next. Or he's up now, I'm sorry. But he dropped the fucking Heat Rock, right?
What was that last shit he dropped?
Eternal Take.
What was the one after his hiatus?
Love is Rage.
You see, like, you know, and that was a 2-year hiatus. I feel like 2 years is straight. Like, no, Drake takes hiatuses all the time.
But he's on every record. He's like on every big record. So that doesn't count.
Okay. All right, so Lil Baby. I feel like Lil Baby got it right now. I have not heard one bad Lil Baby verse yet.
Well, Lil Baby is like a unicorn
I think he's turning into a unicorn.
because
I think he's turning
the
into a
nigga
unicorn.
can actually rap, and he pays homage to niggas in my class, like not the niggas in my class, but to niggas in my niche of rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I kind of would be interested in seeing how Lil Baby.
I wanna see his
you know what I'm saying? I
trajectory,
want to see his trajectory. I'm actually
That nigga, I have not heard one bad record. When I listen to Harder Than Ever, that fucking album is harder than ever.
yeah.
Yeah. If you ever want to go back. And then My Turn, good ass album. Then his little collaboration album he just dropped with Dirk,
Yeah.
good ass out. Like that nigga is yeah. That nigga's doing it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like I feel like we do agree, but I just feel like the premise is a little like I just feel like these niggas gotta be in niggas' faces. They have to be in niggas' faces.
Well, all I'm saying is Bryson Tiller, you're not the in your face type of nigga. You're not. Right?
I actually disagree a little bit. I feel like I'm contradicting myself a little bit, but I actually kind of
He don't
feel
seem
like,
like he want to be in your face. He want to drop an album, and go on vacation.
And I'm saying to your original thought, right? Because he hasn't been dropping, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not been quote unquote successful, the nigga has to be involved now. You know what I'm saying?
I think he'll be if his next album, whenever it comes, if that's just a fucking Heat Rock, I feel like it's fine.
You feel like it's fine?
Pressure's off.
It's not
go
gonna-
on
it's not gonna
vacation
be
with
it,
your
bro.
family, hang out, do whatever, get out of the public eye,
Yeah.
right? You're fine. You're fine. I feel like niggas just want to know it's not a fluke, one. And then two, you know, you here to stay. Like you for real love this shit and you want to be here.
Yeah, you're giving me vibes because I can't, like, I feel like I have to bring up Jay Elect, and it's kind of crazy for me because
I want to bring up somebody else. I don't want to talk about Jay Electronic.
see, okay, let's not be disrespectful. You know what
I'm
saying?
not being disrespectful. I just I don't want to talk about
Why don't you want to talk about Jay Electronica?
because Jay Electronica is a unicorn and he's untouchable.
That's interesting. Really?
That's the only nigga. I don't know. I don't know.
We got to unpack that a little bit.
No, I don't want to unpack it. Cause that like I'm gonna sound like a hater and a weird
Oh.
nigga. So I just like
Why is he a unicorn?
just because. Josh, he want me to. He like. See what
Bro,
this
you
nigga
talking
doing.
about a nigga that I look like. The nigga might as well be like my fucking man.
It's
Like, you know what I'm
because
saying? The
this
nigga
nigga
might
is
as well be
like-
my sensei. Nigga, like,
Because I don't feel like any other nigga can do what he does or did or whatever. I feel like he's the only nigga who could do that. Nigga got co-signed by Jay-Z and this nigga
they had a whole album with Jay-Z. Did a whole album.
this
with
nigga
Jay-Z.
gave us a whole debut album featuring Jay-Z.
which is by the way, is not a big deal. By the way, It's
What
a
do you mean
big
it's not a
deal,
big deal?
because niggas from the Wu-Tang had their first debut album with them niggas on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Chef had fucking RZA on that shit, the whole joint.
There was a group though.
But I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't, like, niggas,
They
you know
gave
what
us
I'm saying?
36 Chambers. There was a group.
So
There was
what?
a group.
So, yeah, so it kind of applies. You know what I'm
Jay-Z
saying?
ain't never been in no group.
Yes, he has.
What group?
What's it doing? Kanye West?
Okay, that was fine. He's never been in no fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, doing that shit. And Jay-Z is Jay-Z, he can do whatever the fuck he want to do.
Yeah, point exactly.
If that nigga wants to drop a fucking poetry album, he can do it. Whatever Jay-Z want to do, the
He
fucking
can
world
do
is
it.
his oyster.
Right.
All I'm saying is, that nigga JLEC got blessed by, or co-signed by Jay-Z, how many years ago? 10, 15 years ago?
Maybe more. Yeah, maybe
more than that.
12. Maybe
Bro
12.
ain't dropped an album in all that time. And ever since he dropped those few verses decades ago, he's been enshrined into like this fucking
upper echelon.
nigga that was untouchable off of like 4 verses.
Right. Hey, them 4 verses. Don't cap with me, nigga.
Them 4 verses was hard.
Them-
Them 4 verses was hard. Right? So I don't like to talk about the unicorns.
Okay.
Just
I feel
because,
it. That's
like,
fair. That's
you
fair.
feel me? Like,
They out of there. You
feel me?
can't.
They're out of here. I love 3 Stacks. I put them in that box too. 3 Stacks give us 1 verse and a shaving commercial a year, and like anything you say to challenge his status, you a hater.
You gonna get slapped.
You a hater. Just because he dropped 1 verse in a Gillette commercial.
No, that's not fair. The nigga been smoking verses since since his album dropped.
He smokes verses, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love
Like that Home
I would
Anderson
love,
box.
I would love another body of work. Like another body.
And here's a cold part. That wasn't even a rap album.
What?
That Love Below album?
Oh no, it wasn't.
Wasn't even a rap album.
No, I want another. All I want is another body of work.
I'll take an EP from that nigga right now.
EP, give me EP. Give me 6.
Give me 5 of them. Yeah, give me 5 of them shits.
things.
I'm banging that shit for a minute, nigga.
Come on, like, but so since I put him in that box along with like Lauryn Hill, like I just don't.
Untouchables.
They the untouchables.
You don't mention them.
Because if you say something about them,
You will get
you a
slapped.
hating ass nigga and you don't know
Facts.
shit about what you're talking about and get the fuck out of here. They'll laugh you out the room.
That's okay. You gotta have untouchables, nigga. You gotta have untouchables. Gotta have untouchables.
I feel like some of the niggas is untouchable for no reason, but they're untouchable.
no reason is cap.
Nigga, who I
reason
wanted
is
to
cap.
bring up is a nigga who I don't feel like gets enough credit.
Yeah.
A nigga who Wale. What do you think about Wale?
I think Wale has dug his own grave.
The way he pops. You know why?
Yes.
Why?
Because he talks too fucking much.
No, because he bucks the system.
He talk too much.
Talk too much, he bucks the system. I feel like that nigga albums be good fucking albums.
His EPs that he been dropping lately are kind of fire. The free lunch
Bro,
shit that he dropped.
Free lunch, like all that, like his music is consistently fire. And I feel like he gets blackballed.
It's like no marketing for I never even hear it because I'm
You see? Like that, you know why? Because he bucks the system.
He don't bug the
Yes, he
system.
does,
He
because
just
he
be
tells niggas-
whining and bitching about shit.
Nigga,
and
so-
niggas
no,
don't
like,
fuck with that.
A nigga will hype a nigga up and he'll drop an album and everybody be hyping that nigga up and Wale be go on Twitter and be like, yo, that album was not that hard, nigga.
So he gets into his own shit.
He like, yo, Sony gotta relax. This fucking album was not. He be telling the truth.
You can't do that in his
Can't tell the
industry.
truth in hip hop.
No, bro, you can't. We're about to have the beat out fucking Mano conversation. You can't do that shit in hip hop and then whine when niggas don't fuck with you. That's stupid. Hey, white America, fuck you, pay me. Why ain't nobody paying me? Cause you saying fuck me.
Bro,
You fucking weird ass nigga. Bro,
you
like,
just admitted the quality of music is there for Wale.
but he's fucking crying and complaining that niggas don't fuck with him. Nigga, J. Cole gave a nigga a fucking bar because of that shit. I got a friend, the nigga be, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was about that nigga.
It was Groundhog's Day. I remember that.
Yeah, nigga, which is
And
a cool,
it's all
it's cool
true.
exchange. It's a cool exchange. You fuck with Wale?
I fuck Wale.
Yeah. That shit was fire.
I haven't heard anything after that.
Which
Yeah.
album you talking about?
Album on nothing.
Like that.
The Seinfeld album, yeah. That's right. Bro, Wale consistently drops heat.
Yeah, but the nigga talk shit.
He always I think it's so strange how like he's blackballed like that.
Cause
Like,
he
and I
talk
get it.
shit.
Bro, that's not it, bro.
Yes, it is.
He don't play the game.
He talk shit.
He don't play the game.
That's not playing the game.
It's both. We both saying the same thing.
I'm saying if you're Wale, you can't be involved in an industry that's fucking full of fake ass snake ass niggas and then complain when you call out the fake ass snake ass niggas.
I feel like Wale is gonna get like more of his just due, like after he's done making music.
Of course.
Like 10 years after he's done, the niggas gonna start saying like,
Of
fuck,
course.
Wale
He was
knew what
right.
He was doing. He was
He
right.
was fucking
Wale
right.
knew what the fuck he was like. You know what I mean? Like I feel
Yeah.
I feel like that. I feel like that about
Of course. I feel like Wale should just shut the fuck up. Keep dropping
Too late
music.
now. Too late,
You know what I'm
too late to
saying?
shut the fuck up now.
Yeah, it's a fact, maybe. It might be too late.
Like nigga gave us fucking he gave us some shit. He's giving some shit consistently though. Like
there's no other better nigga to give you some girl records than Wale.
oh,
If you want a record with an R&B nigga and you want that shit to be out of here, look a little further, it's Wale for Lauren, nigga.
yeah. You get Wale, you match him up with
Jeremiah,
or like,
Usher.
or like Usher, or like
Outta here.
Who else I was
Chris Brown,
one of them niggas.
they just dropped the record.
You got a fucking record.
This shit gonna be out
Say
of here.
less. Just
shit
send
gonna be
Wale
outta
the
here.
beat. Just send him the shit.
Just send them the shit, nigga. They take care of it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You get some shit in the mail, nigga. You gonna get some shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Wale gonna give you that shit. But Wale give it all. He give you the street shit. He give you the rugged club shit. He give you the. So I fuck with that nigga. I fuck with that nigga heavy more than like a lot of niggas. Like when I bring up Wale and I say that nigga's like high up there for me, niggas be like Wale. I'm like no, nigga. Wale, nigga, go. He gives you shit.
Yeah, niggas can't play with Wale.
He gives you shit. It's just the structure that he's in. He needs to. I don't know. It just don't support niggas like him.
I feel like he's playing. I
because-
feel like he's playing the wrong game. Is what I'm saying. I feel like he's playing the wrong game. Like if you want to talk your shit,
He just don't kiss.
just
ass.
go independent. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Just go indie.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? But don't tie yourself to a machine and then talk shit on the machine about the machine.
He like, yo,
that's stupid
that
as
nigga be
fuck.
like, yo, my label trash as fuck. I've been trying to get a record cleared for 9 weeks. What's up, niggas? And this record over there like,
Huh? Bro, did you see when he sat down with Joe?
no, what do you say?
Like he was like the nigga Joe was asking him like, nigga, so why don't you just go indie? And he was like, I don't want to go indie.
Well, you can't just go indie. So
Hey yo, yes you can just go indie.
how when you got a contract with your label?
I'm saying, you gonna be in between? Like he was in between. At the time, the
And he
nigga wasn't
signed
signed
to
to
Warner. He
nobody.
signed back to Warner.
And then he signed back to Warner.
He signed. And then Warner bought the record label he was with. Like it was,
That
it was
shit
like
is sick as fuck. That
he
shit
was
is
signed
sick.
somewhere. He got released, and then he got released. He goes to Warner because like Warner might be a better situation for me.
And then they signed the
And
fucking
then
record
they
label.
fucking bought the record label he was signed to just like out of nowhere. He was like,
Huh?
"Yo, this some bullshit.
Right.
Fuck this label too."
Right.
Like,
Right. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna play that game, just don't be involved in the system.
yeah, that nigga, he might be better
Just
off.
go indie.
Well, but like, can he go indie?
Yes, he can.
No,
Everybody
wait,
can.
Listen. I know he can.
Well, let me take that back.
Wait,
Now everybody can go indie.
Wait, I know he can go indie, but the records that Wale put out are big budget records, right? Like you're not just getting Miguel to come and just do some shit. Maybe based off his relationships, he can get Miguel to to make that
Yeah.
move. But like the type of records Wale like to make, I don't know if that's necessarily going to be conducive with him being indie.
All you gotta do is just take the Nipsey Hussle model. That's all the nigga gotta do. Nipsey was signed to Epic.
Wait.
Had some shit with Epic.
Stop. Wait, but stop. Nipsey is different in the fact of the way he came up. Nipsey ain't never have no huge features. He had a few. He worked with Puff, and Ross, and he worked with a few.
You talking about back then when he first started? I'm
But
saying.
what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
even up until until his demise, he never had no huge records or no huge features. He had some features based off of relationships,
Right.
but I don't know necessarily that he had huge features.
You gotta
he
let
had
me.
Kybe Supreme and
Yeah,
Dom Kennedy.
you gotta
those
let me finish, bro. You gotta let me finish because you might the comparison that I'm making. It's not like a direct 1-to-1 comparison, but it's more so on what the nigga should try to do.
Okay.
Right.
What he should try to do. Okay.
What he should try to do is get off these fucking labels, right? Build some leverage, and then go back so he can get more value out of his contract.
Yeah.
Nipsey was in the full like that. For what I understand, that split that he had was what? Just published? Not publishing. Was just a distro. Yeah, it was just a distribution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like the nigga should be doing.
But I feel like it's a little different.
The
because
value is Wale is Wale. The value is there.
it is there. It is. But what I'm saying is everybody got to get paid.
Okay.
Right? So when you sign to a label, the label generally make sure everybody gets paid, right?
No.
No.
The artists
No?
don't get paid.
Huh?
The artists don't get paid.
What artists don't get paid?
I'm saying, nigga, the artists don't get paid.
Maybe not. Maybe. Wait, no.
You feel what I'm
artists, they
saying?
getting paid, nigga.
But I'm saying, like, out of the pie, they getting, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course. But what I'm saying is, if there's no label,
That's you.
then it's Wale having to make sure the money comes for these people.
Yeah.
Right? For the people that produced, for the people that rapped on it, for the features, whatever.
Yeah. Do that.
And I'm saying that's hard to do.
It's hard to do because he's used to getting funds from niggas.
What niggas is doing that though?
Big Crit.
What features Big Crit got? What
Does that matter if
I think it does matter.
we're talking about? I feel like we're talking about two different things. We're talking about two different things.
I think it
if
does
you
matter.
if you
It's
want
because
to
you're
if you
bringing
want to
in-
maximize your experience as an artist, right? And if you don't, if you don't give a like, if you don't like the way the music industry is ran, go fucking independent.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is I'm trying to find a 1-to-1 comparison for a situation that's kind of like Wale's. Wale is a huge commercial artist.
Yep.
Right? Wale has had huge commercial success. Wale has had huge commercial features
Right.
and production on his records.
Yeah.
So if he goes independent, that part of his music is going to suffer a little bit. Right? You're bringing me artists like Big Crit, and I love Big Crit, and Nipsey. You know how I give it up for Nipsey. But I don't feel like those are 1-to-1 comparisons because those artists haven't been on that stage.
Again, I'm not making a comparison.
So,
I'm not making this not a thing about comparison. This is about trajectory and what the niggas should be doing based on his temperament. That's it.
it's only the label that don't fuck with. It's only the powers that be that don't fuck with Wale.
That's not true.
Artists fuck with Wale. Producers will fuck with Wale.
He's burned some
I feel
bridges,
like-
bro. He's burned some bridges.
Probably
nigga.
has, but I
he's
feel
burned some
like-
bridges.
Bro, I'm not saying he hasn't burned bridges.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is there's no shortage of artists he can call to say, yo, I got a record.
Which makes more sense why the niggas should just go independent.
How they gonna get paid?
What you mean how they gonna get paid? He has relationships with these niggas now.
Bro, you gotta get paid.
Bro, nigga, you and I both know this shit is about relationships more than it's about anything.
It is.
Yeah.
But I still gotta get paid.
Facts. But if we got a relationship, you gonna charge me 20 instead of fucking 50? If you got a relationship,
Oh, that's fine.
then that's what I'm talking
That's not
about.
always right though. Niggas
Nigga.
wanna get paid their worth.
If you my nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, hey,
Bro,
you just
listen,
nigga independent?
but
Come on, I
everybody
got you.
But everybody not on that type of time.
That's a fact. That's
Everybody
fine.
not on that type of time. And everybody not giving you the homie discount.
Then shut the fuck up, Wale. Then shut the fuck up.
Bro, I agree with that.
You don't agree with that.
I do agree
You
with
don't
that.
agree with that.
I agree. I
You're-
agree. All I'm saying is at this point in Wale's career, fuck these niggas.
Shut the fuck up.
Work on getting your flowers in 10 years.
Shut the fuck up.
Work on getting your flowers in 10 years.
And shut the fuck up.
Because right now, everything you saying is true. Everything you saying might be 100% facts. You're too far in your career now.
And that's the thing when niggas need
Yeah,
to
go tell Warner to shut the fuck up. Suck my dick. Go tell
No,
Warner.
nigga, get the fuck off the label and then talk your shit. And if you're not okay with the situation, shut the fuck up.
He's okay with
It's
the
a simple
situation.
fix. No, he's not, because he's always crying. He's always talking
He's
shit.
okay with the situation.
He's not okay
He
with the
understands
situation.
it. He understands it. That nigga comes out every few months and say, "Yo, I'm one of the greatest of all time."
Yeah, he has to say that because niggas don't fuck with that.
He comes out every few months and say, "Yeah, all your favorite rappers, nigga, I rap on par with that."
Yeah, as he should. As he should.
Cause it's true.
See, the thing is, and this is some wisdom that I'm about to drop on niggas.
Oh man, let me get my notepad out.
Yeah, get your notepad out, little nigga. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Little nigga,
Hey,
little boy.
Bro, don't be trying to little bro me.
But nigga, everything don't need to be. We talked about. Well, you said that shit earlier. Everything don't need to be fucking said. Just because it's real, you think you need to say that shit? How old is niggas?
I agree with that. Does it need to be? Hey, any situation y'all in, whether it's with your family, with your girl, any situation, ask yourself these 3 questions: Does it need to be said?
Facts.
Does it need to be said right now?
Doesn't need to be said by me.
And does it need to be said by me?
Wale don't do that.
If you don't get 3 yeses, just be quiet.
Yeah, so why you not saying that shit about Wale?
I'm saying that. The same thing about Wale. All I'm saying is it's too far in his career now to go back and do anything else. Keep bucking the system. Maybe in 10 years, 8 years, people say, "Yo, Wale was fucking right." Start giving you your flowers for your music.
Yep.
Start following your path.
As long as the nigga crying and complaining about
Because,
niggas
yeah.
not fucking with him, the nigga need to shut the fuck up. That's all he's doing is crying and complaining about who fucks with the nigga.
For Lauren, we ain't gonna talk about this shit for much longer. I fucks with you. I'm waiting on for Lauren too. Whenever it drop, I'm ready.
That Chris Brown record was ass.
Oh, the most recent one?
Yep.
It was a little strange. Hitmaker made that beat.
Nigga was in the fucking music video dancing with fucking
Yeah.
umbrellas under his fucking.
It's okay. It's okay if you drop one that's not the hardest.
No, it's not.
It's okay.
You know, it's not when you talking about you the greatest.
Bro, what are you talking about? You just made a whole argument for Bryson Tiller.
Bro, you just said that the nigga's the greatest and he's talking shit. You the greatest, but you're not backing it up.
Because
the shit was ass.
Every Drake record ain't that hard.
So, he's not saying that he's the fucking greatest.
Why he not?
He's not saying that he's the fucking greatest. That's niggas like you.
This nigga, man. You see this nigga, man?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't talk about nothing on our list.
We sure didn't. It was fun,
But
though.
it's okay. Is there anything on the list that we got to get to today?
Yes, we can save shit. Mayweather, Paul, ain't no way we gonna talk about that shit. I don't even know why you put that shit on there.
Yeah, I'm good on Mayweather versus Paul. Y'all can
Devontae
check that.
Davis, NBA playoffs, Trick Daddy's comments about Bay. That's something that we need to talk about, but because I didn't see it, I don't know if I'll be adding value.
Yeah.
I did see a little bit of, you seen that shit? Nah.
He basically said that Whitney Houston is a 10, then Beyonce's a 85%. He's like, what Beyonce records have ever made you feel something? Like, has she sung a record that just made you kind of,
Oh, that's what he said?
basically?
Oh, shit. Well, I
So I
kind
was like, this nigga Trick Daddy, where this nigga been at, first of all, for all these years?
Is
Right?
it disrespectful? It's not facts?
Huh?
It's not facts?
I don't know. Have you heard Irreplaceable? Beyonce got records, my nigga. Don't do
This
that.
is not a conversation, but this is, see, that's you niggas so simple. It's not a conversation about records versus records. This is a conversation about feelings and how niggas make niggas feel.
I'm not comparing Beyonce and Britney. All I'm saying is Beyonce got records that do that.
That make niggas feel?
Yes.
Make
Yes.
who
Want
feel?
want me to compile y'all a list?
Make who feel, by the way? Make you feel?
anybody
Make
who
us feel? Or
anybody
make
who-
the women feel?
Anybody who listening. If you listening to that song, you gonna feel something.
So irreplaceable?
Irreplaceable is one of them.
I feel like it's a cry for independent women to treat niggas a certain way. But okay, go ahead. Go
I'm not
ahead.
gonna compile a list right now.
Okay, come on, nigga. What? You just said
I
what?
said no. I'm gonna go through her discography.
Whitney Houston right now.
Whitney. Wait, I'm not comparing Whitney and B.
But it's about Whitney.
No,
though.
it's not.
It's about Whitney versus Bay.
No, it's not.
He just said it.
No, he said if I put Whitney Houston at 100, then I gotta put Beyonce at 85. Because he was asked a direct question about Beyonce, and then he said, "Well,
What was the question?
I don't remember the question."
The question was, when was the his rebuttal was, when was the last time you heard a record from Beyonce that made you feel something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like that was a bogus response because he said basically his scale starts with at the top is Whitney, and so he was basically judging. Man, I'm gonna compile y'all niggas a list next week, and I'll bring that shit, or not next week. It's 4th of July.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, fuck
hey,
it,
how
why
was your
not?
Father's Day, by the way?
I don't celebrate Father's Day.
We can go now.
Nigga, you don't celebrate shit either.
I don't, but still, I was expecting a good Father's Day.
Yeah.
Nigga, if I get up on Mother's Day and I'm making plans and I'm buying shit and all this shit, yeah, nigga, no. That's the only holiday I acknowledge.
Interesting.
Everything else out the window, I don't care about that. Or Thanksgiving. Outside of that, I don't care about nothing else.
Yeah, I don't care about none of this shit. I don't celebrate my birthday. You talking to a nigga who don't celebrate his birthday, so.
I don't celebrate my birthday either.
Yeah.
I just link up and just
Another
chill.
day.
Chill, just another day.
It's another day. So
I'm trying to figure out how
about.
to make another dollar.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I feel like I'll celebrate shit when I'm like a bit affluent.
When I'm older, yeah. When I'm older, I'm gonna celebrate my shit. Like, cause I'm trying to hustle now. I'm trying to be done by 50. Like, truly living on my own terms and fruition by 50 years old.
I feel it.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna have to work. Niggas, when I talk about this shit, niggas be like, you gonna have to work. No. I'm not saying I'm not gonna have a job. I'm not gonna have to work. I'm not gonna be hustling. All I'm saying is truly living on my own terms. I wake up, and you know what I mean? It's all because of me.
Yeah.
I don't have to call nobody when I'm not coming into work. I don't have to, none of that. So, still got a lot of work to do. But the work is getting done. And I really got to start saying this at the beginning of the podcast, man. Hey, follow, man. Instagram, Twitter.
Like, share, comment.
Shit. Let us know what's up. Say what up to us. Share, comment. We need the whole gamut.
You know what's up, Josh and Ive? We need to go to like a boot camp.
A boot camp?
Yeah.
What kind of boot camp?
Like a podcast, some type of.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I kind of took my foot off the gas for a little bit.
You think so?
But I got to get my discipline back. I've been really heavy on that word discipline in my personal life. And, you know.
Discipline and patience for me.
Yeah, both of those. I'm really heavy on that shit because I notice.
Yep.
To do anything you want to do.
You need discipline, bro. You need to carry that shit. That needs to be like your. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Discipline will carry places that your talent can't.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
But that was episode 13.
I think so.
Good Riddance, the podcast. I'm your boy. I've whatever you want to call me. Alongside me is my man Big Spice.
Young Josh behind the fucking camera, nigga.
On the ones and twos.
And we out.
Hey, that's that.